Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith from the National Weather Service in Pocatello. This is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Friday, March 7th. And I hope everybody did well with our storm system here that we saw over the last 36 hours or so. As expected, impacts varied very widely across the forecast area due to those marginal temperatures, mixed precipitation types. We had some locations that picked up quite a bit of snow. We actually had quite a few reports yesterday of temperatures holding cold enough for snow, but the temperatures on the road and sidewalk just warm enough that even with long periods of active snowfall, we had a hard time accumulating some of that snow, at least during the daytime hours. So for some of you, that was certainly good news at reducing impacts. Our main headline, though, the system is leaving, snow is ending, and we're looking at a 4 or so day break with a warming trend for Southeast Idaho. So let's take a look here at the next 5 days. Key points, this break between systems is building in today. We'll have high pressure in place, and that'll support dry, mostly sunny, quiet, low impact weather from much of the day today through at least Monday. So we're looking at really a nice 4-day period for everyone to enjoy here, possibly get out, do some recreation, at least not have to deal with any travel headaches for a while. We'll look at the radar in a moment. There are a few lingering snow showers, but those will diminish this morning across southern and eastern portions of our forecast area, accumulating maybe another dusting to 2 inches or so as they do so. But overall, road impacts, travel impacts looking pretty limited this morning, pretty isolated. Do continue to slow down, though, and use caution if you do encounter slick roads as you're headed out to travel this morning or you're commuting into work. And that warming trend is expected to kick off mostly tomorrow onward, but we'll see some 50-plus degree readings return for high temperatures by Monday to portions of our forecast area. The break, although it will be for a few days, will not be forever. We do have a fairly active pattern still affecting the western United States, and that's going to resume as we go into the new week. First, we'll have a low confidence chance of maybe some clouds, maybe a few light rain and snow showers on Tuesday. We'll see how that trends in our guidance here over the next couple days. Hard to tell if that is going to really be impactful for any of you. But that will be followed by another very large, sprawling, wet, multi-day low-pressure storm system that will be moving into the northern Rockies as early as Wednesday, perhaps really targeting Thursday and Friday as we head into the late part of the week. So no details on that yet here for our briefing, but do keep that period in mind as that's one of the big things we'll be talking about here as we go forward. This system may produce some significant snowfall accumulations in many of our mountain ranges. Weather risk outlook this morning looking pretty quiet. You can see here from the Snake Plain and Magic Valley corridor, maybe a lingering snow shower or two this morning. Again, we'll look at radar in a moment. Down into the South Hills as well with some breezy conditions today as well. Steadiest lingering snow here in the Southeast Highlands, particularly down across Bear Lake County, where a short time ago, every webcam that we have access to was actively snowing. Still down in that area, although the roads don't look terrible as far as accumulating snowfall. Eastern Highlands seeing some activity too. We've seen that in Driggs a couple times this morning. I'm looking over at another monitor here, and we are still lightly snowing up in portions of the Teton Valley here as of about 4:30 a.m. But overall, everything winding down. The rest of the region, no concerns. And by this afternoon, everything should pretty much be done here for our Southeast Idaho forecast area. No concerns Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This is the real brunt of our break between systems. Quite a bit of sunshine out there, quiet weather, maybe some patchy fog. We're seeing a few isolated patches of fog this morning. Might see a few more Saturday morning, although it doesn't look terribly widespread. And then Tuesday, here's that low confidence chance of an isolated rain or snow shower and some increased cloud cover working through. We'll have to see how things trend there, but I think the main impacts here with our active weather returning are going to hold off until at least Wednesday or beyond for the latter half of the week. All of this said, we'll highlight right here Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. High confidence in really awesome weather across the forecast area. If you're looking for no problems on the roadways, if you're looking for that warming trend and maybe some sunshine, maybe a good opportunity to go skiing this weekend, all of that looking great across the entire forecast area here with this break. We've been trimming back on remaining advisories and warnings this morning, so most of the region is now clear. You can see down here in portions of the East Central Highlands and Caribou County down into Bear Lake, we still have a winter weather advisory in effect until 11 a.m. this morning. That's for some of those lingering snow showers. Roads overall not terrible from what we can tell, but there may still be some slick spots out there to contend with. And same story here in the Bear River Range, where our winter storm warning also continues until 11 a.m. as we monitor these lingering snow showers diminishing as we go through the morning. If you're traveling east into Wyoming, south into Utah, still some alerts out as well, but these regions will slowly be diminishing and improving as well as this storm system pulls away from the region. Current satellite this morning, you can see some of this blue shading, and many of you may recall that's usually tied to fog and low stratus. So some of you may not yet be waking up to sunshine early this morning, as we've got some of this cloud cover we will need to burn off, and of course a few snow showers here in the southeast, but we should see clearing conditions throughout the day. Here's the radar as of about 4:30 a.m., and you can see still some of those lingering light snow showers stretching from about Driggs and the Big Holes down across the eastern highlands. Bear Lake, again, Bear Lake County is snowing just about everywhere, but it's being overshot by the radar. So this is one of those scenarios where it doesn't look like it's snowing on radar, but it actually is based on surface observations and webcams. A few showers lingering as well out here toward the Burley region and down across the south central highlands, but again, diminishing trend this morning. Winter storm severity index today does retain some blue shading here. These are the areas where you have your best chance of maybe running into a slick spot or two, particularly during the morning hours as we wrap this storm up. So don't let your guard down, but overall improving throughout the day and widespread impacts are not expected. One note of caution here, we did see that rainfall, widespread rainfall and snowfall yesterday. A lot of that melted or was just wet on some of the road and sidewalk surfaces, and then we cooled off well below freezing for some areas during the overnight hours. So if you're out walking to your car, walking around your area, driving, traveling, be on alert for some icy spots on sidewalks and roadways. We may have seen some of those wet surfaces freeze with temperatures falling into the 20s overnight. Definitely don't be complacent, even though we're talking about this system ending and wrapping up. Don't want to have any injuries out there. High temperatures today, a little bit cool on the backside of the system, 39 up in Island Park, 40 for Pocatello and Chalice, 41 in Twin Falls. Not much of a spread here, a little bit colder down towards Soda Springs and Montpelier. As we advance into Saturday, no problems expected. Maybe a tiny patch of fog here or there for a little bit in the morning. Maybe still a slick spot or two, but nothing widespread. And our break begins with sunshine expected. High temperatures starting to warm just a little bit here on our map for Saturday. You can see some 40s and even upper 40s starting to work back in across lower elevations of the eastern Magic Valley into the Raft River region, 44 over to Pocatello. So we'll begin that warming trend. Sunday, even better. Everybody gaining a few degrees, maybe reaching 50 here coming back in across the eastern Magic Valley. And as we go into Monday, still lots of sunshine, a break in place, 61 out in Boise if you happen to be traveling west, but we should still see some of those lower 50s taking hold here from Shoshone and Twin Falls east to Pocatello and perhaps the Blackfoot area, with the rest of southeast Idaho at least making it into the 40s by Monday afternoon. So nice little break from the colder, wetter weather. As we look at the 6 to 10 day outlook, we mentioned that our models are showing another big sprawling storm system with lots of moisture potentially coming in for the end of the week, and that's reflected here as well. You can see the signals in the climate here. Our odds favor below normal temperatures for this time of year across much of the western United States. And looking at precipitation, the odds favor above normal precipitation, which matches up with that next big storm system potentially coming in. So stay tuned as we watch timing and impacts from that in the briefings over the next several days. That's it for this morning. Everyone have a great Friday. Feel free to reach out to us if you have questions, comments, and concerns. Our contact information is here on the slide, and enjoy your weekend.